I'm here with my good friend Wayne Carini. And Wayne, you were nice enough to write the foreword to my new book, We Survived the Crash.
Great book.
Great book.
I've read it.
You read it.
Absolutely.
Now, why did you decide? I asked you, and you said in 2 seconds, yes. What was?
Well, Dave, you're a special person, very knowledgeable in your field, but also you're very giving. And I'm so much involved with autism because I have a daughter with autism. She's 23 years old. And the first time that you purchased a car from me, you gave back the $5,000 you got me down on the price of the car. You gave it back and said, this is to go to autism. Since then, you've been so gracious as to give us quite a bit of money every time we do a book signing, anything like that. The money goes to Autism Speaks. So you're a wonderful person doing that for such a great cause. And when you asked me to do it, there was no question.
And it's a great forward, too, because you talk about cars.
Yeah, you know, cars are a great tool to invest with.
If you do it right.
If you do it correctly.
Right.
And it's like anything. It's like investing in the stock market or in planning for your future like you do. It's investing properly, and there's a lot of different ways to invest.
And the way you wrote the foreword, talking about what not to do when people think they're investing in cars, because I think it's important.
Right.
If somebody buys a Mustang and there's 50,000 of them out there, and they think they got an investment, they don't. They don't.
Well, I mean, you know, it's a nice car. Mustangs are great cars, but certain Mustangs aren't great investments.
Exactly.
And that's what you point out to people when you're doing their planning.
And we've been able to, with book signings at car events, raise a lot of money. People want his signature, not my signature, but we're able to raise a lot of money for Autism
Yeah,
Speaks.
it's a great thing.
And this year, too, last year we were at Klingberg, and I'll have some of these in my office, and this is another charity that you and your father are involved in.
Yeah, Klingberg Family Foundation is in New Britain, Connecticut, and they take care of children that have lost their homes because their parents aren't doing a great job, and so they go to Klingberg. They get a great education, and it's a great organization. They do this car show once a year. My father and I have been the grand marshals for 2 years in a row, and we're going to do it for our third year. We're thrilled to be part of it, and thrilled to have you being part of it too.
And we'll do some signings, and I'm going to be a sponsor again this year, and help out with this. And it's a great cause. And planning in advance is June 15th this year, 2013. But it's a great, and there was a lot of cars.
Yeah, a lot of cars.
I mean, there's so many cars there,
and great stuff too, from
stuff.
Brass cars all the way up to modern cars.
All kinds of cars. So it's a great event.
Great family event.
Nice family. Bring your children. Things for them to do. Nice cars. But I appreciate the relationship you and I have, and the fact that you were gracious enough to write the foreword to that book. And
it was great.
I did not even tell you, but I'm writing a third book. Okay, I'm in the middle, of doing that, and Rod Simmons is going to write the foreword to that.
That's great.
And Rod is a former congressman. He's involved with an organization called the Yankee Institute, and they're kind of a watchdog of what the state's spending as far as money, our tax money. And so he's nonpartisan. He's a nonpartisan guy. So we'll be doing that as well.
So third book coming out soon.
Yeah, it's going to be called the 21st Century Retirement Bombshell. I'm still coming up with the title, but it's about the new normal. Retiring after 2008 is different.
Yeah.
It's different now. And I think you see a difference in the people you're talking to. We see a difference in people coming up with, just to get a book. The world has changed since then, so people got to think differently about their money. Yeah. And I tell people at the events, young people, if they ever want to afford one of these cars, and retire, they're going to have to do a good job of saving for retirement.
It's all in planning.
Planning.
Everything's about planning.
Working on a car.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. You have to plan out all the. I'm seeing you take a car apart and put it together and have all the parts on the floor, and put a Ferrari back together again.
Yeah,
I'm amazed.
Yeah, well, it's all in planning and all knowing your product.
And you've been doing this for a while. How long?
Since 1973.
73, and your father before that?
Yeah, well, I worked for my dad, of course. When I was about 8 years old, I started actually sanding cars and stuff. So I've been in the business a long time.
Well, I do appreciate your friendship, and I know you're a busy guy. You got a lot going on today, and I appreciate your time.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.